Hi everyone, on this week's Wednesday Wisdom segment, we're going to be talking about living a mindful life. Mindfulness asks us to stay engaged in the present moment with whatever activity we're doing, not worrying about past events or what's going to happen in the future. Just stay focused and grounded on the activity at hand. When we do this, we will notice things that we may have not seen before or pick up on some of the most inspirational moments in our lives. I'm going to share a couple of examples with you on that. There was one day I was out walking my dog Vino, and do it every morning, usually around the same time, 5:30 in the morning. And we happened to turn the corner towards another edge of a block, and I noticed a tree with a branch extended from the trunk, and for a split second it looked like to me, and I said to myself, oh my God, that branch fell over and landed on a tree, because we did have some stormy weather a couple days prior. But in reality, what it was just that branch, thick branch extending out from the trunk of the tree. I've passed underneath this tree many times over the last 9 years that we've had Vino, and I never noticed it, but I think what made the difference this time was the sunlight on it, as well as the tree is losing its bark, so it made it a little bit different in appearance, and that is, it was just incredible to me that it just gave that kind of a mirage, or so if you want to call it, of a fallen tree or fallen branch. And then I thought, as I kept on walking, how come I never noticed this before? It just, whatever it was in that moment, I was fully engaged in walking Vino, not worrying about checking my phone or thinking about what I have to do 2 hours from then. Now we're going to talk about something that happened yesterday, which was an incredibly inspiring moment for me. I was doing a morning workout by going to a place called Swallow Cliff, and it used to be an old toboggan chute, so it had multiple layers of stairs to get up there, over, definitely over 100, probably a little bit more than that, to get to the top. And I was listening to a podcast where a young woman was telling her story from a behavioral health perspective, and it was just her story was very inspiring. Everything that she went through from in a short 23 years that she is. Right at the end of that podcast, I pulled out my earbuds and I started walking down the stairs. And I had used that podcast to keep me company going up and down each set of stairs 11 times. And on that way down, I think it was on a 9th time down, I happened to run across a gentleman who was visually impaired because he's walking with a cane, being assisted by appeared to be his daughter, and he was walking up the stairs. And I just thought to myself, this is so inspiring, and I was so fortunate to have crossed paths with him in this moment. Had I not been engaged in my activity or even taking in that big picture for just that moment, I might have not given a second thought. As I passed by him, I said, "Sir, you inspire me." And he says, "I don't know if I should." And I said, "You know what? You did." So what I ask you this week, and you could leave me your comments if you'd like, start practicing a little bit of mindfulness. And it takes some work, but pull out a journal and start writing down times that you were fully engaged in activity, whether it be gardening, doing a workout, or even eating. How does that change your experience by knowing that you are taking everything in moment by moment by moment? Until next time, take care and be well, and I'll see you on the next Wednesday Wisdom.